This is a VOD review of Aston's gameplay in Fortnite, and he wants me to see where he went wrong and what he can do well. So firstly, we can see that he is taking a while to choose where he wants to go. This could have been done on the spawn island, meaning that he would have more time in the bus to find the optimum drop spot, as he does miss it on this go. Then you can see he does glide down, and it does look like he's going quite well. However, as we get further on, he does pull his glider a bit early, meaning that he has to nosedive further in to get slightly lower. One perk we do see from this gliding though is that he does remove the marker on his screen to make it more clear, meaning that he doesn't have to look at that during a fight. So once you've landed on the house, there is a few things which we can pick up on from this run. First of all, you do not loot any ammo crate throughout the whole entire game. Luckily for you, you did not have an issue with ammo, as you did pick up a few kills on your way, meaning that you had refreshes from the bodies. Another thing that we can see is that you're taking a while to loot up each room, and they're very small. Then you do drink your big pot, which in a scenario where there's multiple people, that is fine. However, you're not contested, and there is another chest, which means you could have looted that chest and might have found minis, which unfortunately you do in this situation, which you do try to drink, and we all know we need to drink minis before bigs. Now you've left the house, it looks like you're going to go down to this little hut down at the bottom of the hill, and there is a few things which we can pick up from here. Firstly, getting there, your movement wasn't that great, you could have sprinted. Another thing is you don't break the slurp barrels outside of the room, meaning that you won't get the extra 20 health which they give you. You loot up another chest and you get another gun. Then you also walk past this car, which could have been useful to move around the map easier. So now we're going to look at the first interaction you have with a person. And we can see it probably does take you by surprise, as you do shoot them with a shotgun at range. Then the person does shoot you a lot and gets you down to the white HP which you have. Luckily you do remember to reload your shotgun, as further in the video you do forget, and it can make a kill slightly messy. However, you do manage to run away from this fight and you do heal up, but you do heal up in the open, which can be dangerous. Most of the time it is quite dangerous, as other people can shoot you without anything to protect you. One thing I want to mention here is that you loot up this chest, and then you can start to hear someone's going up the zip line behind you, and you do hide from them, which is good, as you don't have the resources or the health to encounter them. The next thing we're going to look at in this game is the first kill that you do get, and it does go quite smoothly. However, the aim does need work on, and the weapon loadout does as well. As you can see from that point, you were cycling through all your guns before you started shooting, making you miss the opportunity of the clear shot you had when you was on the bike. Next thing you do is you push out towards him, you do tank a few shots. Now you're in shotgun range, and you do manage to kill him. However, from this we can see that you don't reload any guns, which does lead to the next kill which we have, which we're going to look onto now, a bit messy. So as we approach the second kill, we can see that the movement is still not great, as you are just walking around. And another thing I want to pick up from this walk is that you don't really move the camera around, meaning you're not really aware of what's going on around you. So you do get shot from the left in a moment, and you are quite slow at reacting to it, and then you start spraying. You accidentally press shift, meaning you go to the sight mode, and it does mess up you slightly. You have to reload your gun from the previous fight, then you switch cancelling the reload, and then you reload again. You do hit him quite well there, and luckily you do get good luck with the hip fire, which doesn't always happen, so don't rely on hip fire all the time. Next thing we can see, and this is the final kill, and that is that you did pick up the good weapons from the last kill. However, you do shoot out the car, and it does probably confuse you as it does blow up, disorienting your view, and you are unable to see where the enemy went, unfortunately leading to your death. So what can we pick up from this gameplay? Well, first of all, you need to be slightly quicker when you loot in houses, making sure you loot everything inside the house, including the ammo crates. If you're uncontested in that area, make sure you try to find small potions before you pick up the big pots, and drink them in the order of small to big. Next thing, if you don't have any movement items like shockwaves or the only mask this season, then make sure you do pick up a car on your way to get around the map slightly better. Another thing is, if you do see those chug barrels, make sure that you do break them for more health, and always use shotguns at close range. Another thing that I want to pick up on for the next game you do go into is that you do reload every weapon before going into the fight, and making sure that your loadout is suited properly, so you have an AR at the start or where you prefer your AR. The last thing is just make sure that you do continue on practicing your movement and moving your camera around so you can see what's going on around you.